Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me at the Lonely Vine. For day 4, episode 4, day 3, 72 hours into our wine preservation system challenge. I'm not even recap it. If you don't know what's going on, go back a couple episodes and watch them to get caught up, because otherwise this one's really not going to make any sense at all. So we're just going to get right into it. It's Friday, so we'll make it quick. We'll move on, and we'll drink some more wine. So we've got our wines. No idea what's what here. Our 3 wines. We're going to take a look at these. We're going to take a smell of them, take a drink of them, and rate them and see what we'll have. And then we've got one more challenge for whichever one comes out on top. That will put that one through its paces. So let's get going. We'll start here. Why not? Okay, so I'm sensing still getting a little bit of fruit. The alcohol's coming through a little bit more. And that's kind of about it. Wow, this one, it doesn't even smell like wine anymore. This one smells like tomato soup. So I guess if I'm having a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner tonight, maybe I'll have some of this one. And this one, this one again, I get a little bit of fruit. I don't really get the alcohol in it. So, I mean, nose-wise, we would go 1, 2, 3. I know you can't see them, but 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and switch these up. So we go reverse order for the palate here. Seriously, I mean, it smells like tomato soup, and now I'm splashing tomato soup wine all over the place. Okay, now taste-wise, Taste-wise, it's not bad. It's pretty flat. There's not a whole lot of fruit or anything there. The finish is okay. It doesn't taste like tomato soup, thankfully. But overall, it's just kind of not much left. All right, to number 2 we go. Get another taste of this one. Okay. Now with this one, I get a little bit more sense of the fruit. The finish is still pretty decent. I don't get the alcohol. And overall, this one is quite a bit better than the first one, the number 3 so far. All right, and now on to the last one here. One more. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it in the order. This one here, I'm going to taste these two again real quick. Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. This first one, it just has more of the fruit coming through. I mean, that's all there is to it. This one is a little bit more bland on the initial attack. They both lost some, you know, at the finish, but it's still there. And then this last one, you know, it just doesn't taste good anymore. So there we go. Let's go ahead. We'll look at the bottom one first. The V, actually, for the pump. Okay, the second one, cork. So it's really surprising that the cork actually showed better than the vacuum pump. And then, you know, each day in a row, I got to give it props. You know, the wine shield came out on top. This one held the flavor the best. It held the nose the best throughout. So, and now for the champion, if you will, of my little test. I had, you know, it was a buy one, get one on the wines I was having. So I just opened up a fresh bottle, and I've got another glass here. So we're going to go head to head against a brand new bottle and see what we get. Now I'm going to know which one's which, obviously, because one, I just grabbed a white wine glass for some reason on this one, and I don't have any names on it or letters on it or anything. So, you know, we'll go ahead and give these a quick shot just to see. I think this will be somewhat interesting. So we're basically comparing a 72-hour wine that's been held up with the wine shield and a brand new one. Same brand, same year, everything else. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the one I've been looking at first. You know, and as before, you know, I do get a little bit of that red fruit. It's not super distinguishable, you know, on what I would say it is. You know, and that's about I really have coming through. I don't get any sense of the alcohol or anything like that. It smells, it's just muted. So now on to the fresh bottle. You know, and what a difference. You know, it is, you know, this one comes through a lot more. It's got that cranberry note to it. You know, I get a sense of the tomato leaf. You know, there's even a little strawberry coming through, you know, so it's showing, this is showing a lot more, you know, and it's what I would expect. I wouldn't expect, you know, any preservation system to come through and be like, oh yeah, it smells like the day I opened it. But let's go ahead and taste them up too. And as before, you know, I get the fruit coming through right up front. The finish is still, you know, it's still relatively decent on it. You know, but after the initial fruit and, you know, a decent finish, you know, there's not much going on in between. Now to the one that we've just opened. Okay. So the initial, one thing that I hadn't picked up on over the course of the 3 days and 4 episodes is the mouth feel of the wine. And the one that I just opened, it feels a lot softer. There's it's a lot softer texture to it than the one I just opened, or the one that's been open for a few days. And I really hadn't picked up on that, but it surprised me. The fruit, it's definitely more fresh. Just the wine in general, it's more vibrant. It's showing me a lot more. Just everything about it is just elevated a little bit, but what would you expect over 72 hours for a wine? That's a long time. We're getting past midlife crisis point, after 72 hours. So I do have to say, I didn't know what to expect coming out of this. I expected stuff to probably flip-flop around, and some things did flip around, but I got to give props to the Wine Shield. It came out on top, I think, almost every day. So, good job, Wine Shield folks. So there you have it. And the other reason I opened the fresh bottle was I've been tasting this stuff for 4 episodes now and haven't had a chance to really drink any of it. So I wanted to, because I remembered the first time I opened it, I really liked it. So there you have it. And you know what? When I ordered the Wine Shield, it came in, it's got a package. Came with 3 of these packages, and I think there's 10 per. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10 in there. So, and then it's got this little fork that you put it down in there with. I've only got 1 of these, but you know what? Just because, if for people that have watched all 4 of these episodes, I have to have a way of saying thank you. So, anybody that leaves a comment, I have to come up with a question for you to leave a comment. But anybody leaves a comment, I'm going to take your name and put it into a drawing, and I'll send out, this box of 10 and my fork, and then I'll have to just order another fork the next time I order a fresh round of Wine Shield. I've got another box and a half, but just a regular fork or knife or something, I can get them down in there. Well, and the other thing I'll be interested to see that I'm going to try is kind of a combo attack. Wine Shield in the bottle, and then the vacuum on top. Kind of hit it right, left. See what that'll do. So there you go. If you leave a comment, you'll be entered for a drawing to win 10 Wine Shields and the dispenser. So question for the show. I'll take it. Since it's Friday, we're walking into the weekend. What are your wine plans this weekend, if any? If you know something you're going to be drinking, or you're going to any wine dinners, what are you doing this weekend with wine? I'd love to hear from it. And if you actually leave a comment, and that can be anywhere, it can be on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, on YouTube, or on the website. I prefer the website, but wherever you see this at, if you leave a comment, I'll put you in for a drawing, and I'll ship that Wine Shield stuff off to somebody that whoever I draw from it. So it'll probably, if you leave a comment, you'll probably win, because there'll probably be 1 person. So there you have it. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and until next time, cheers.